Welcome to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. We would like to take this time to congratulate all high school graduating seniors of 2014, as well as to invite all seniors graduating to take a tour of our university. You may call 337-482-6495 or email campusvisit@louisiana.edu. Today I am interviewing Sergeant First Class Kennery Foster, who is an instructor and recruiter for the University of Louisiana at Lafayette for the ULROTC and the Louisiana Army National Guard. He is also employed with the Lafayette Police Department and a lifelong resident of the community. Sergeant Foster, we want to thank you for allowing us to have you here and conducting this interview. I'm aware that you go around the states as well as outside of Louisiana recruiting potential officers to come to the university. I would like, if you wouldn't mind, to share information of what it is that attracts these students to come to our university and what it is that you tell them, as well as our local students, as it pertains to education, location, affordability. Perhaps you can mention the culture, crime, and I know that you're a big fan of the athletic department. So if, take this time to speak freely on these topics that would be of interest to our potential students.
Thank you. I appreciate the introduction. Yes, I am a local recruiter for the Louisiana Army National Guard, as well as recruiting for the UL Army ROTC program. I do extensive travel throughout the country in order to bring prospective students back to the university. One thing that they always ask is, how's the education at UL? Well, the things that we like to tell our potential students to come back here is that Louisiana has one of the top engineering programs throughout the state, throughout the nation. We also have an awesome nursing program, and that our school, because it's compact, it is very easy for prospective students to get around. I know a lot of parents do not like students, especially from out of state or far up north in the state, to bring down a car during their first semester, so we emphasize how the school is compact enough to where they can get around the campus without necessarily needing a car. One of the big things for our out-of-state students is the location. We try to explain to them that Lafayette is centrally located in the heart of Cajun country. It's only 3 hours away from Houston, 2 hours away from New Orleans, and an hour away from Baton Rouge. And if you choose to go up to Shreveport, it's only 2.5 hours to Shreveport. So by being at the University of Louisiana, you're located within 3 hours of a lot of great places that you may want to visit. A biggie for these college students is affordability, especially coming from out of state. One thing I like to explain to them is that UL is one of the top 10 affordable schools in the country, and that was posted in the New York Times. Another thing is, because a lot of the students we recruit are also interested in the military, UL is one of the schools that offer tuition exempt to any military personnel, no matter what state you're from. Some states will offer tuition waivers for veterans, but UL offers tuition exemption. And what that means to them is that they can come to school and they do not have to pay tuition as long as they're in a military branch or they're a veteran of a military branch. Of course, being from Louisiana, they all want to know about the culture. And living in Cajun country, we can explain to them that some of the words they might have heard, like jambalaya, gumbo, boudin, those are actually great foods that they can eat. Also, being in the South, there's lots of good Civil War places they can visit. There's always a festival going on where they can enjoy their time and that they can really enjoy the university. It's interesting because I just recently returned from a trip, and one of the questions that I have was, how is the crime rate? Well, being a Lafayette police officer, also, it gave me a chance to explain that Lafayette does not have a bad crime rate. We do get our fair share of petty crime like theft or fighting, loud music, but as far as murder, rapes, the major felonies, it's very, very small and minute to the community. So I would say Lafayette is a very safe city for someone to attend a university, which is important to a lot of parents. As far as athletics go, of course, I'm a big fan of the Raging Cajuns. I am proud to say that our athletic programs for men and women are on the rise. As you may know, our baseball team was ranked #1 in the nation this year. Now we're currently #2. Our football team has won 3 New Orleans Bowls, and hopefully this will be our best year. Our women's basketball team is on the rise and doing well. Our softball team is nationally ranked at every year, year in and year out. Our track, we have a great track team, and we have a lot of good intramural sports for all the students who may not be able to play on a collegiate level, who still want to continue to play sports. But my biggest sell on the University of Louisiana at Lafayette is the fact that it is very affordable. It's just like being at home. The staff and faculty will treat you like you're a person, like you're a part of their family, and it's just in our culture here in Lafayette. There are a lot of other universities in Louisiana, but none of them can compare to what UL has to offer a potential student.
Well, I thank you for that, Sergeant Foster. I thank you for your input, and the credibility of what you've said is really high because you are based here. I mean, even after your service in the military, you returned home to serve your local community. And we want to thank you for that, and thank you for this interview.
You're welcome.